Welcome to a little bit of an introduction about a trip I have coming up. Right now, this is on the new Insta 360 X5 camera, but without a microphone besides the built-in one. So I picked up the Mic Air, this little tiny thing. It's about the size of a quarter. And let's see how that connects. Should already. Okay, so now I see that it's connected and you can hear that hopefully a lot better. A lot of guys have been using this for putting in their motorcycle helmets so they can narrate as they're riding. So we're going to try that. But I also noticed in some first tests that, it picks up a little bit of noise. So they have this little wind buffer, I guess you would say, goes on here. And let's try to see. Found out another feature. If you accidentally press the button too long, it stops the recording. So back at you again, and we'll just magically splice that together as we edit. Anyway, I was going to tell you a little bit more about how I'm going to use this camera and mic setup. Coming up in a few weeks, I will be traveling down to Atlanta, Georgia, for a business conference. I'm a structural engineer, so there's a big conference down there, all things structural steel. We got vendors, exhibits, a lot of seminars that we can take and get more in tune with some of the latest industry standards, as well as, innovative products and things. I was supposed to go during the year of the pandemic. Obviously that shut everything down. So this is the first time that it's back here, close enough to me, reasonably, rather than being in the Midwest or out west. So I figured, I'm going to make this trip again, or at least plan it. And hopefully all goes to plan. So we have the Goldwing here up on the center stand. We're going to give it a fluids check, coolant, oil, rear differential. Going to go over everything. Last year I had new tires and also the brake clutch fluid have been serviced. So it's a great running machine, 1800 cc's, and allows me to not only ride in comfort but long distances, but I get to pull the Mini-Mate behind me. So compact camp Mini-Mate made right here in Pennsylvania. Picked this up locally from a family that had used it for a few years, and I've been using it off and on now. Each year, been getting out somewhere. Well, this will be one of the longer trips that I'm going to be taking. It's about 900 miles down, and then plus the riding and everything there, and then on the way back. So it might be a 2,500, or I don't think it'll be 3,000 miles, but somewhere in that range by the time I'm done. And we're going to take the Mini-Mate down through Virginia into the Great Smoky Mountains of Tennessee and spend some time there before I go to the conference in Atlanta. So right now I have it opened up. Just been checking out some of the interior, making sure everything was good for the winter, checking my supplies for cooking, my awning that comes out here over the top, the enclosure to make it another room, make sure I have the tools to change the tire if needed on the road. I do have a spare for it. And pretty soon we're going to close this up, spin it around, connect it to the bike, and do a check of all the lights. And then maybe this week we will ride it to and from work with the Mini-Mate connected, get the bearings and everything moving well on the Mini-Mate, and then we'll check those as well. So right now, that's just a little introduction into what I'm planning to do. And we're going to use the Insta 360 system for this trip. I've traditionally used these like GoPro sessions. Here's the Hero Session 5. And then this is just a session when it first came out. These cameras are still good. I can use them. The app, with GoPro has advanced so much since these things were released. But they're nice little compact cameras. Still use them when we go kayaking, or I could mount them up here for a different view. However, the Insta 360 is going to mount right here on the mirror, give me full vision forward, back at myself for riding shots. And if I see something cool along the road, you know, I can follow that as we're passing by, where all of these were just fixed view, field of view. So still a lot to learn on the Insta360, but really enjoying it so far. And hopefully this will be the beginning of a series of videos that will take you along on the trip as I not only learn to edit a little bit better, but enjoy the ride, the camping, and the Great Smoky Mountains. So that's all for today's installment. More to come as we prepare for this trip, and then of course take the trip in a few weeks. All right.